Welcome to Destination Universal, where we talk about everything Universal Studios related. Today, we will be going into the history of Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. Before we start the video, if you like the channel, smack that like button, subscribe down below, and leave a comment telling me your favorite Harry Potter character. Click the link at the top of the video now to watch the full POV of Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. Let's get right into the video. Harry Potter is a series of 7 novels written by J.K. Rowling. The novels follow the lives of a wizard named Harry Potter and his friends Hermione Granger and Ron Weasley, who were all students at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. Since the release of the first novel on June 26, 1997, Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone and the rest of the books have found a lot of popularity, positive reviews, and commercial success worldwide. As of February 2018, the books have sold more than 500 million copies worldwide, making them the best-selling book series in history, and have been translated into 80 different languages. The success of the books and films have allowed the Harry Potter franchise to expand with numerous places to visit, including a studio tour in London that opened in 2012, and most recently, themed attractions known as the Wizarding World of Harry Potter have been built at several Universal Parks and Resort amusement parks around the world. The queue for the ride enters through the bottom of Hogwarts Castle, where guests learn that Muggles are being allowed into the castle in order to attend a lecture on the history of magic by Professor Binns. You then take a tour of Hogwarts Castle. You see moving paintings and everything you've seen in the movies and in the books. At the headmaster's office, Dumbledore extends a warm welcome to the Muggles before telling you about Binns' lecture.
Unfortunately, we're currently without defense against the dark arts teacher. They tend not to last too long, I'm afraid. Therefore, Professor Binns, our esteemed history of magic professor, will present his thorough and exhaustive lecture entitled Hogwarts Through the Centuries. I am most certain you will find it long. Enjoy the remainder of your stay with us. Oh, and should you catch sight of that dragon, please take note of its location and report it to a member of the staff. Thank you.
Later, Harry, Ron, and Hermione convince the visiting Muggles to skip the lecture and follow them to the Quidditch pitch.
The three of us under some visibility clubs. I think it's ideal to get that out of line.
We've got to help all of those visitors get to Binns' lecture, and if McGonagall sees us, she'll give us the boot. Have you got a better idea?
Keep your voices down. Everything's going to be fine, but let's make this quick.
Excuse me, we reckon we should warn you. If you stay much longer, you'll find yourself listening to Professor Binns go on about the history of Hogwarts.
Which, it should be pointed out, is rather fascinating. One book I highly recommend, which is an absolutely riveting read, is Bathilda Bagshot's Hogwarts.
Perhaps another time, Emily. The point is, Professor Binns is very, very boring, which is understandable as he's dead.
What one means to say is he's a ghost.
Yeah, well, dead, aren't they? Ghosts? Sort of a requirement. They're muggles, Hermione, not morons.
I never said they were morons. My own parents happen to be Muggles, if you recall that.
Anyway, we thought you might prefer to come with us and see a game of Quidditch.
But to get you there, we have to sneak you out the castle, which is where Hermione comes in.
All you have to do is meet me in the Room of Requirement. From there, we'll fly down to the Quidditch pitch. Of course, we'll need a bit of magic. A spell I learned from a world-class Quidditch player.
Hermione knows all these spells, you see.
Ron, you're making it snow again.
Why does that always happen?
Hermione, if you would.
Monsieur Jinx Recanto.
She's barking, which is brilliant.
Someone's coming. Remember, the Room of Requirement.
See, Ron, everything worked out perfectly.
Perfect. Except I'm stuck in this cloak view. Keep your voices down and McGonagall will hear us.
You then enter the Gryffindor Common Room, where the Sorting Hat and several paintings give visitors safety reminders before entering the Room of Requirement, where you board on the enchanted benches. The ride begins with Hermione dousing guests with flue powder and asking them to say observatory in order to successfully transport them to their desired location.
Over here! Alright, say observatory. On 3. 1, 2, 3!
Once they are doused, the enchanted benches fly through the flue network to the astronomy tower.
Hang on tight! Ron and Harry will meet you outside!
The guests then come out of the astronomy tower's fireplace, where they look out through the open arches to the hills and lake right outside of Hogwarts bounds. As the guests fly out, the ride smoothly switches to a projection screen as they follow Harry and Ron around Hogwarts buildings and towers to their Quidditch match. As Harry and Ron travel under the bridge, Hagrid stops the riders and asks them if they have seen a dragon.
Hey, you lot! Haven't seen a dragon, have you?
As Harry redirects the riders' attention back to their journey, Hagrid's new pet, a Hungarian horntail dragon, ironically begins to chase the riders. The bench flies out of the projection screen into an uneven bridge that runs over the valley behind Hogwarts. The bench then falls out of the hole in the floor of the bridge, and riders encounter an audio animatronic dragon which breathes fire and smoke at the guests. The riders then descend into the Forbidden Forest, where they encounter Aragog, who spits venom at them. Hermione attempts to help the riders away from the spiders and towards the castle.
Follow my voice! The forest isn't safe! Hold on tight! Aradia Exterminate! Hurry on to the Quidditch pit! And watch out for the Whomping Willow!
They run into the Whomping Willow, which swipes at them, conveniently knocking them onto the Quidditch pitch. The ride once again returns to a projection screen as the riders become caught up in Harry and Ron's game of Quidditch.
Where have you been? Snitch, follow me!
Malfoy knocks into Harry and causes more trouble.
Showing off your muggle admirers, Potter!
Then, Slytherin scores in Gryffindor's goal, and Dementors begin to arrive at the Quidditch pitch. Harry attempts to lead the riders away through the structure of the pitch and back to the school, but their bench falls into the long-abandoned Chamber of Secrets through the cave entrance in a cliff. The riders are now in the Chamber of Secrets as the Dementors pop out of the pipelines at them and chase them. The skeleton of a long-deceased basilisk lies on the floor of the chamber and expels Lord Voldemort's dark mark into the air as the benches are drawn hazily into the mouth of Salazar Slytherin's statue. Many Dementors emerge from the darkness, while one descends and attempts to suck out the riders' souls. The riders' faces are projected onto a cloud of fog in front of the Dementor, blasting cold air towards the riders, while you hear a deep heartbeat.
Leave them alone! Get away from them!
After shaking the riders out of the trance, Harry causes the Dementors to flee by using the Patronus charm.
Expecto Patronum! Stay close and follow me!
After Harry casts his Patronus, the riders are thrust back into the final video dome segment, where the cliff outside of the Chamber of Secrets begins to cave in.
It's caving in! Watch out! Let's get out, quick!
They escape the cave and fly over the Black Lake.
We made it! To the Great Hall!
They then fly back into Hogwarts, where they are cheered on by a series of characters who thank them.
Thanks, everybody! You were brilliant!
Professor Dumbledore sends everyone back through the Floo network to the room of requirement, where they exit their bench.
You've shown great bravery. Feel free to return to Hogwarts any time. Now, tuck your elbows in.
But before sending everyone back, Professor Dumbledore warns the riders not to forget to pick up their belongings unless they want them confiscated.
Oh, and don't forget to retrieve your stowed belongings, lest you want them confiscated by Mr. Filch.
After guests exit the room of requirement, they enter Filch's Emporium of Confiscated Goods, where they can buy tons of Harry Potter merchandise from t-shirts, robes, to collectibles. Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey has been widely praised for its innovation and theming. A reviewer from About.com stated that he felt like he had been taken to a truly magical place. For a few moments, the Floo network, flying benches, and willows that womp seemed not just possible, but actual. He gave the ride a rating of 5 stars out of 5, and wrote that the ride was the best of its kind. Theme Park Insider commended Universal Creative for its attention to detail on the ride. He wrote that the company had set its expectation almost impossibly high, and that the ride is the most advanced and engaging attraction in theme park industry history. Inside the Magic described the ride as jaw-dropping journey that nobody should miss. In Amusement Today's annual Golden Tickets Awards, Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey debuted as the best new ride of 2010. It went on to win the Best Dark Ride category for 5 consecutive years from 2011 to 2015, falling to second in 2016 and 2017. Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey is one of the best rides at Universal Parks and Resorts. The ride is at Universal Studios Orlando, Universal Studios Hollywood, Universal Studios Japan, and is coming to Universal Studios Singapore. People all over the world have praised this ride for its theming and just how great the ride is. There is no doubt that this ride will be here for a long time, entertaining Harry Potter fans and Universal guests for years to come. Do you like Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey? Let me know what you thought of the ride in the comment section down below. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you liked the channel, smack that like button, subscribe down below, click the link at the top of the video now to watch the full POV of Harry Potter and the Forbidden Journey. With that being said, my name is Jordan, and I'll see you in the next video.